This is the manufacturing cell, which is divided in 5 workstations that develops each one different functions. In this video, we will explain the characteristics, capabilities, and methods that surround all of the machines. Let's begin. This is the central management computer. It's a computer responsible for all the other machines, the supervision, the communication, and the management of the entire line. On it can be declared the specs, the methods, the standards, and the operation for each one of the stages. This is the first workstation, better known as a warehouse. Working as a store with the material for the production required is responsible for the material handling for the line, and it uses a 4 degrees of freedom robot arm to fit the conveyor. This is the second workstation, the CNC lathe. Using the system of a computer numerical control, the lathe machines hard parts to form a symmetric piece, cylindrical pieces mainly. It uses a blade that takes metal out from a rotating metal to change the form of the metallic part. This is the workstation number 3, the milling machine. This machine takes out the burr from a metal part using some blades. It places lightly on the part vertically to change its shape. These are the anthropomorphic robots. There are 2 in the whole manufacturing cell. Having 6 degrees of freedom, these robots take the part from the conveyor and hand the part into the lathe or the milling machine, so they can begin with the work. When a piece has finished its process on the lathe or a milling machine, the robot takes it to the conveyor again. This is the workstation number 4, based on a computer and a multifunctional welding robot. This is a robot arm able of taking a part from the conveyor, positioning on a specific static place, and take a welding pistol to proceed welding the part with another metallic one. After this, returning the part to the conveyor. This is the workstation number 5 with the robot Scora R14, a multitask robot that has many jobs during the manufacturing process, like moving pieces to certain places, assembly, apply glue with help of a dispenser, and help a camera to examine each of the pieces. It also helps a feeder of BBs, metallic BBs, to be introduced in a piece. An important part of the Workstation 5 is the digital camera. It is connected to a computer. The camera takes pictures of a variety of pieces to compare them with standardized pictures of the parts to determine the quality of the piece and send a signal in the case there is a defect. Another important part of the manufacturing cell is the conveyor, a belt that represents the other half of the material handling, rotating around the manufacturing system close to each part of it, having magnetic spins that stop the material when it is necessary. Now we will explain the method of turning on all the machines. Firstly, we have to turn on the electric connector, mainly for the central computer. After it, we turn on the CPU. We wait until the computer is already in the login screen. Once the login screen appears, we select Usuario de SIM. We click on it and we wrote the password, which is SIM02. Well, once the central computer is already logged in, we go for the other computers to do the same steps for turning on. We'll show you here how. Firstly, you gotta check that the CPU of the other machine is already turned on. After this, you go behind the controller to turn on the switch. You look for it, it's over the light connector, and you click on. Once the controller is turned on, you gotta look for the emergency buttons. You must be sure that it's on the auto mode, then you turn one down and turn the other off. Once you've done this, you click on the motors button to turn them on. And again, you log in the same user with the same password. In the moment when you log in, you will have to look for the loader of Workstation X, where X is the workstation where you are. You click on it, and this screen should appear you. You have to do the same with all the machines if in any workstation. You click again on the loader, you check any square in the section load, and you click on the green button. When it's finished, you go to the ACL device driver to send to the controller. In the input box, you write run homes. You click enter, and the robots start getting prepared to begin with the process. After you have turned on all the machines and set them into home, except for the workstation number 4, you return to the central computer and click SIM Manager. As you can see, everything is all ready to start. In utility programs, there are many other options, so you can personalize the process you want. Also, you can make a simulation, well, so that you don't have to begin immediately with the process. After you're ready to start, you click Start, and after this, the play button. When you are ready with this, you click on the black button on this little box. And with this, the process begins. Once you finish your process and you want to turn off every machine, you go to the ACL device driver and click in the input box, run shut D. You click enter. It appears done. Now you can turn off your computer. Inversely, in the inverse way as you turn it on. First the emergency buttons, then the motor, then the controller, and finally the energy connector. Thank you for watching.